In this video, you will discover the profound connection between specific emotions and memories. Learn the sequence of awareness to heal trauma and the transformative practice of inner child dialogue to fulfill your inner needs. We will dive deep into unraveling the mysteries of how your mind works in metaphors to release trapped emotions that liberates you from the burdens of the past. Hi, my name is Oscar and I help people raise their vibration and share their gift with the world. And now I've tried to record this video countless of times. There is so many things that's happening. A little child is driving his car around. Someone is playing a song. Like the whole thing is vibrating. Normally I have this place all on my own, but apparently not now. So bear with me because this is imperfect action as much as it possibly can be. So with that said, let's dive into today's topic. When I first learned about how to transform emotions inside of me, I had this epiphany that if you direct your attention to whatever it is that you're fearful of or whatever the emotion is, right, then it starts to dissolving. Now, that's just a part of it, because the thing is this, that your mind cannot resolve certain emotions and certain traumas and certain memories if you haven't learned what the lesson is around them, right? It is like we have this university of earth that we're all a part of. And unless we learn the lessons, we cannot really transcend to the next level, because imagine that you don't fully learn and then you come into a level of awareness where you can manifest everything that your thought thinks of, right? Then your whole world would manifest chaos. So it's extremely important for us to learn this, and that's why we cannot transcend unless we learn, right? We don't want to release people with unaware thoughts and emotions into being able to manifest those things, because what happens then is that it's going to be an instant creation of bad things around us. So therefore there's a delay in what we can learn, and we also need to understand the lesson in order to transcend to the next level, which is a good thing, even though some people really want it to go faster than it does. So anyway, with this in mind, I started to realize that in order for me to really start understanding how I'm supposed to heal trauma and release things that I'm having inside of me, I have to go deep into what the specific situations in my life are mirroring as the mirrors, as the memories of my past, right? And then I started to discover that the more specific I am with the emotions that I'm having, the more specific those emotions are, the more clear I become upon the memories that I'm going through, or the memories of my past, right? So the more specific the emotions, the more specific the memories. So if you have trouble finding memories, well, try to find the emotions and then ask yourself, when did I feel these emotions for the first time? Right? That's a first thing, right? Because then you can just start looking at, oh, I don't like inadequacy. I hate feeling failure. I hate feeling insecure, or all of these things. The more specific, the more clear you are upon the memory. Now, once you get to the memory, there's a child in there, right? There's a child, because everything happens in the now. That means that the child, your childhood, is happening here and now, right? So depending of the story that child has in the now is what affects the story of you as an adult. So if you have a traumatic childhood with loads of beliefs that lies there, then you are most likely to play it out in the world around you. Therefore, in these memories where this child is, there was always a need. There was always something that needed to be fulfilled, whatever that was. And normally, the child needs to go through the emotions. It needs to have a cycle of release. So it needs to be angry. It needs to be sad. It needs to be fearful, right? All of these feelings needs to come up to the surface, because if you do not feel it, you cannot heal it. So that's the first, or like that's very important, right? If you do not feel it, you cannot heal it. So how do you then you need to have a dialogue with your child, right? So you have to ask the child, once you come to a memory, and ask it, what do you need right now? And then you start fulfilling that need by visualizing that happening. And if you do that, you will start sensing how shift starts occurring in your body. Because it's like you're allowing the child for the first time to really express what is going on inside of it. That's how you really start fulfilling the need. And the important thing to know here is that your mind works in metaphors, which means that this child can have an enormous need of being angry, right? So if it has a need of being angry, then it needs to be allowed to have that. But that anger can look like it wants to kill somebody. It wants to slit someone's throat, or anything like that, right? Or something like that. And normally we have an idea about, no, that's bad, so we cannot allow ourselves to have that thought. But if you do not allow yourself to have that thought, or explore that thought and feel how it feels, then it stays stuck in your subconscious mind. That's not said that you will act it out. No, definitely not. But the trouble is that then the emotion doesn't really get to be healed. So you need to give yourself the permission to completely feel what it is that's going on inside of you. And see that play out in your mind. That's when true transformation can really start occurring. So just to quickly recap, right? Your trauma has to do with something happened in the past that you were not allowed to explore that emotion when it happened. You couldn't do that. So there became a defense that stopped you from doing it. And in order to get to that place, you need to first of all, discover the emotions, the specific emotions that makes your body feel these things, and then ask yourself when you felt it for the first time, and go to that, cycle through that whole traumatic event, connect with your child and ask it what it needs, and start fulfilling that need over and over again. And once you feel that that's fulfilled, you ask the child, where's the next memory that reminds of this, right? And then you keep on going. And this might seem like a hard part, or like, why should I do this? Like, I want to get on with my life. But the truth is this, that your life will only continue in cycles until you fully understand that you need to deal with these things. Because if you don't learn it now, well, then just the lesson is going to be harder, because your spirit, your soul, wants you to transcend to the next level, and it will keep showing you the pointers that you need to deal with in order to do that. So give yourself the permission to look upon those areas that you might have shied away from. Because if you do that and you feel it fully, then you will be able to move on. And something else will also happen. You will have an insight that allows you to have a liberated awareness upon what happened in the past. And you will be able to find forgiveness in a whole new way. And also you will be able to share it with others. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you took some nuggets out of this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell. Also, please comment below. And yeah, this video was a little bit like interference-y, but we made it. Yes. All right. Peace, love, and joy to all of you. Bye for now.